What's up, everyone? It's the Jersey Sports Guys here. I'm Kyle.
I'm Aaron.
And today, as you know, yesterday, Thursday, the NFL draft, the first round started, and we're going to give you some of our opinions and hot takes on it.
Okay, so the first round, it was a pretty interesting one. There was a couple surprises, but overall, it was I don't want to say it was uneventful, but there was
Hey,
a lot of
I mean,
predicted people getting taken.
I don't know about this. See, the first five picks were pretty, you could project them. Maybe not the Giants one, but I still love it. Hey, we haven't had sports in over a month. This gave us something to look forward to. And I think the real winners of this are the IT guys and Roger Goodell, because it went really smooth yesterday. There wasn't any serious issues.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think it took a little longer than they anticipated it would, but it went pretty smooth. So yeah. Now we're gonna be grading each team's first round draft choice. First of all,
A
we got to
plus.
go to the Bengals.
They got Joe Burrow.
I have them,
They got their future.
Joe Burrow. I have them
I think.
A, and
Okay.
here's why. Because he's a good QB, but he needs to have the right offense and the
Mm.
offense built around him. So if the Bengals aren't able to do that, then
Well,
he's not
Aaron,
gonna work out well for them. So that's
think
why
about
I
it.
have him
The,
as
the
an A.
Bengals have to build an offensive line. They got AJ Green. They got Tyler Boyd. They got Joe Mixon. He's got a running back, and he's definitely got some receivers. Even John Ross is pretty good. So he's definitely got the weapons. They just got to protect him. That's all they need to do.
Yeah. They also have to design their playbook
Oh,
around
that
him
that that he's
because
that won't be a
he's
problem. There's some I was watching his film and Andy Dalton and comparing it. There's some slight differences, but it's pretty generic compared to each other.
yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and see.
A
Now on
plus,
to the
A plus.
Redskins. I have them as an A
He
plus
beat the
too.
Bosa Bros records, and you know how you had last year that one feeling that you knew Nick Bosa was going to be good, you knew Joey Bosa, you know Chase Young is going to be amazing.
Yeah. I think he's like the best player in the draft. He's going to make the Redskins front seven even more scary. I think he was
Yeah.
a great
All
pick
right.
for them.
3, the Lions. I'm gonna give them an A plus. Jeff Okuda was by far the best linebacker in this.
You mean cornerback
What I say,
for the Jeff
quarterback?
Okuda? But
Oh, I meant
you said
cornerback. Sorry,
linebacker.
Ohio State produces.
Yeah. I have them with a A minus. Now, I think the reason I have this is because I think they could have traded back and still got him. Also, I mean, you have Isaiah Simmons there, and he could play everything. So, I mean, that probably would have been a
Well,
better pick at 3, but
I
it was
mean
still a pretty good
their
pick for
corners
them.
are decent now. It's Desmond Trufant and Okuda, and yeah, I wouldn't have. I think Simmons would have been a good pick for them too. I thought they were gonna trade back with Miami. There was talks right before the draft that they were gonna trade. I think that was the biggest shocker. No trades in the top 6 picks.
Yeah, that was a big
Now
shocker.
on to number 4, New York Giants. Andrew Thomas.
Oh
A
my
lot of
God.
people were questioning this pick. I'm gonna give it an A because Andrew Thomas on my board, I had him ranked as the best offensive tackle. He came in as a freshman and started every single game.
I give them an A minus. He's a good lineman. He's a good run blocker, but he needs to work on that pass protection too, so they can get Daniel
Um,
Jones going. I was surprised with them getting Andrew Thomas. Kind of, I feel like they could have gone Tristan Wirfs a little. I had a little feeling there, but Andrew Thomas seems to fit Dave Gettleman's standard
yeah,
for
I
linemen.
thought they were gonna go worse because that's what the projections were saying and stuff. But I'm actually gonna disagree with you. Andrew Thomas is a pretty good pass blocker too. It's just he's got to work on his balance.
Yeah, he's a better run blocker,
All
and that's
right,
good for
now
Saquon.
number 5. Tua Tagovailoa,
The Dolphins.
quarterback, Alabama. I'm gonna give this an A minus.
I give them a B. I think it's a good pick, but he's injury prone behind a not so
That's
great offensive line. I think they do need Tua, but there are some concerns
I
with him.
definitely agree. There's that offensive line is a little concerning, but we knew they were gonna start addressing it in the draft, and they did get the tackle from USC yesterday. So I thought that was pretty good to
Yep.
help him. So that's why I gave it an A minus instead of a B plus.
All right, on to the
Justin Herbert.
Chargers.
I'm sorry. B minus.
I have the exact same
Really?
grade. Yeah, I said he has a pretty good arm, but they might have reached a little because of how much they do need a
Yeah.
quarterback.
The one good
So,
thing is Herbert can learn a little bit. He doesn't have to go in and start. Tyrod Taylor could play this year. It's just
yeah.
Herbert. I watch Herbert and Josh Allen, and there's times where they're so much alike, and they both have cannons. But the difference is Josh Allen is definitely more accurate, and Joe Burrow is used to throwing. Oh, I just said Joe Burrow, my bad. And Justin Herbert is so used to throwing 1/3 of his completed passes were screens, so he's not. And
Yeah.
his one Hail Mary attempt, of course, the Packer fans bringing up the Hail Mary attempt, it landed in the 15th standing. What does that say?
That's a good point too. On to the Panthers.
Derek Brown,
I have
C
them.
plus.
I have them getting a C plus. I have them A. He's the best D tackle in the draft. He could be very good, but I'm surprised they didn't go Isaiah
Aaron,
Simmons.
I'm not. We're not ranking the players. We're ranking the team right now. Derek Brown is an excellent player, right? He's good, but Isaiah Simmons is great, and they had the perfect opportunity. He just fell in their hands, and they decided not to get Luke Kuechly's replacement. Isaiah Simmons could do everything.
Yeah, but they also do need D tackle help.
Of
I
course,
mean,
but
I could see them getting the pick,
I thought
but
for sure they would have gone Isaiah Simmons because who's going to replace Luke Kuechly?
yeah, that's a good point.
But I think Derek Brown's going to be excellent work out for them. I think they just should have gone Isaiah Simmons. Number 8,
Yeah, I understand that.
Arizona Cardinals. Isaiah Simmons, A plus.
I also have A plus. He's a great player. He fell right to them. I mean,
exactly.
they could have used an O lineman, but I mean,
Isaiah
having
Simmons,
Isaiah
he was just
Simmons
available.
Like having like four
He was
players
just there.
in one.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like 4 players in one, and he should have gone in the top 5. But
them and Miami, spoiler, are 2 of my 3 winners from last night's draft. I think him falling in their hands, him and Chandler Jones together is going to be insane.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Now on to the Jacksonville Jaguars.
C.J. Henderson. I'm going to give it a B minus.
I put them at a C. I think they overreached for C.J. Henderson. They could have traded back or maybe even gotten him with their other pick if he fell that far. He needs to work on, but he does have.
Yeah, he definitely has potential. I thought they could have waited on him. I thought they could have gone a receiver here. I thought it was a perfect opportunity for CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, they could have.
But I think it was a respectable pick. Henderson's a pretty solid cornerback. All right.
Yeah, he's solid. I think they just overreached a little.
A little bit of a reach. So, Aaron, number 10, Cleveland Browns. Shocker here. Jedrick Wills, offensive tackle. They went an offensive lineman to make sure Baker doesn't get killed. I'm going to give this an A.
I also have them an A. He's a good lineman. Hopefully don't screw him up.
He's definitely a good lineman. I think he will be a good impact for Cleveland. So I thought it was the right move. Now, number 11, the New York Jets, Mekhi Becton. I'm sorry. He is a beast, but I'm going to give this a C. Yeah. What about you, Aaron?
I have them at a B. Becton does have potential to be good, but I think Wirfs is a safer pick.
I think everyone's a safer pick. As I was telling you, they looked at all the physicals, and he has knee injuries and knee problems in both his knees. Knees are huge for tackles. I think he could be amazing. It's just there's a lot of worry there, and I think Tristan Wirfs should have gone ahead of him, especially because he's not as injury worried.
Yeah. Also, Becton, he had some problems with a drug test. I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, you don't know what you're gonna have there either.
Just before we go on to the next pick, I just want to say to everyone, we're not saying they're bad players. We're just talking about how the team and what we think the team should have done. Did we like what the team did?
On to the Raiders. I give them an A.
I'm going to give them B plus because Henry Ruggs is fast, but he was the 3rd receiver at Alabama because it was Jerry Jeudy and then Devonta Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And CeeDee Lamb was better. I think Ruggs, honestly, was the 4th or 5th best receiver. I don't think he deserved it. He only went 1 because he's a John Ross. He has speed.
Wow. I think he has bigger boom or bust potential than the CeeDee Lamb and Jerry Jeudy.
Mm-hmm.
But, if he does boom, I mean,
really?
he's going to boom pretty well.
I think Jerry Judy's got the best potential because of his route running. It is better than any other receiver that was available.
But boom or bust. So, he has the same potential to be good and same to not be so hot. But I don't know. He's fast, so I think John
Okay.
Gruden, if anyone can help him develop, I think it's John Gruden.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so the Tampa Bay Gronkaneers, who got it from the 49ers, who originally got that from the Colts. They traded up a one spot flip flop with the 49ers fourth. I was a little shocked by this, and they went Tristan Wirfs, offensive tackle, Iowa. I think it's definitely a good pick. I give it I give it a B plus. Here's why: because I don't think they had to trade up that one spot. I don't think San Fran was going to go offensive line.
That is exactly what I had, B plus, in the same exact reason. I don't think they should have swapped. It would have been an A if they didn't swap spots. But you never know. Someone could have also to the 49ers and got him. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's why Green Bay traded up, but we'll get to that later. All right, number 14, San Francisco 49ers, Javon Kinlaw. B plus.
Yeah, I have a B. He's very talented, but injury concerns. You don't know if the arthritis he has. So
for sure. I thought they were going to go receiver here.
Yeah.
I really did think they were going to go receiver, but they are hurt one guy, and they luckily got him later in the draft. But I think this would have been a perfect time for Jerry Jeudy. Him and Deebo Samuel, it would have been a good match. All right, number 15, Denver Broncos, Jerry Jeudy, A plus.
I have them as an A.
Ooh, I think Jerry Jeudy was like the
great pick.
He was the best receiver, I think. Yeah, and that defense is already scary. Von Miller, they got AJ Boye, they got Justin Simmons, they got Bradley Chubb, and the offense, they got Noah Fant, good tight end, they got Cortland Sutton, they got another weapon for Drew Lock, Melvin Gordon, and they got Phillip Lindsay. I think Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos are going to be a scary team next year now.
Yeah, probably. I think he's a great pick, and they're going to get good value out of him. But I think Lamb, I don't know. I think Lamb better. Judy's probably more of a fit for the Broncos, too. So.
Yeah, definitely. The Atlanta Falcons, A.J. Terrell. I'm going to give this a C+.
I give them a B-. Although I think A.J. Terrell is a good cornerback. I think they reached a little bit. Could have traded back or could have went Christian Fulton, who I think is a little bit higher here. Yeah, or Trayvon Diggs, I don't know. I
have Trayvon Diggs number 3 on my thing, and then I have Terrell 4, and then I had Fulton 5.
Oh, really? I have Diggs 4th and A.J. Terrell 3rd, Fulton 2nd, and actually Henderson's probably 2nd. I don't know, but yeah, they could have went Christian Fulton here.
Yeah, they definitely could. I thought they were going to trade back. I think we all knew they had to go cornerback after losing Trufant. I just think there was better cornerbacks available if they were going to take one at 16. Yeah. And then pick 17. I know we don't like them, Dallas Cowboys, CeeDee Lamb, but you got to give them an A+ for this.
Now, as much as this hurts me to give Jerry Jones credit here, I have to applaud his pick here. CeeDee Lamb felt right to them, and he's the best player. He was the best player on the board there. They just took him.
Like, as Jerry Jones said, he did not expect him to be there at all. He was like 6th on his board. He expected him to go in the top 10, and he just fell to them, and it was the perfect opportunity. It was perfect. So,
but Amari Cooper, Gallup, and now him, CeeDee Lamb, it's gonna be scary.
Yeah, too bad they don't have a quarterback. All right, Aaron. Pick 18,
Miami Dolphins.
Austin Jackson, offensive tackle, USC, Miami.
Yep. I give them a B.
I like the guys, so I'm going to give them a B too. I mean,
I think he's a good tackle, but, the bone marrow thing pushed him his good thing to do.
You got to respect it. It was for his sister.
Good person.
I think it was the right thing.
Yeah, he's a good person, but, I think Josh Jones has a little bit more experience and might be better than Austin Jackson here, but we'll have to see.
I'm not really here's what I've been comparing this mostly, because it's basically Minkah Fitzpatrick or Austin Jackson, because that was the Steelers pick, and that's what they traded Minkah for. And I think Minkah's the better player, but they had to go out and get someone to protect him, and it was the smart move. All right,
Yeah, now they got to protect Tua.
Las Vegas Raiders. Damon
Raiders.
Arnett. What are
I
you
give
gonna
them.
say? Huh, you're being really nice. D minus.
I think they really overreached here. Damon Arnett, though, I think he does have potential, but they could have gotten him late second round, early third round. I mean, I think it was a way overreach
Ah,
here, but he does have a lot of potential, and I guess that's what they saw. So that's why they
I
got him.
totally agree. A big overreach. Everyone thought after his combine and stuff he'd go late to early third, like late second to early third. But no, they took him over
Yep.
Trayvon Diggs, over Christian Fulton, over the dude from Texas Christian University. That was shocking. I
Yeah.
did not like the pick. Number 20, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Minshew Mania, selected Caleb Chase and LSU.
I give them. He's very athletic, so
I agree. I
pretty
give
good
them
pick
an
for him.
A. Him on the defense with Josh Allen. Yannick Ngakoue is there for now, but he's going to get the boot. I thought it was a good move.
Yep.
I liked it. I'd give it an A too.
Yep. On to the Eagles. Now I give them a C here. What about you?
Jalen Rieger. He's a good. Don't get me wrong. He's a good player. I'm going to give them a D plus because there were so many better receivers out there. Justin Jefferson,
Yeah.
Brandon Ayuk. I think Denzel Mims. I even think KJ Hamler's the better receiver.
Oh, really? I really do like Jalen Rager, but I think he could end up being a Deshaun Jackson, Randall Cobb type player. But he's not a first
No,
rounder here. He could go early to
round.
mid second round
I
maybe.
agree.
But I do think the perfect person to mentor him is
Oh,
Deshaun Jackson, though.
definitely for
So
sure. I agree on that. Let's go to our favorite team. This is the Stephon Diggs trade. The Minnesota
yeah,
Vikings got Justin Jefferson, basically Stephon Diggs replacement. I hate this.
yeah.
This is how you can tell I'm not biased. They're my least favorite team in the league, but I'm giving them an A plus for this.
I give them an A. While this is tough for me to do, Justin Jefferson at this spot is a great pick for them.
I thought it
So
was perfect. It's
you
the
know,
exact replacement they needed for Stephon Diggs. He worked out with Adam Thielen actually, so he already knows him. I think it could go really well. All right. So number 23, as I told you, the Patriots were not going to draft the first round. They traded out, and the Chargers came back in and got Kenneth Murray. A plus. Way to go, Chargers.
yeah, Chargers had. I give them an A. Murray's a hard hitting linebacker that probably gonna make that Chargers defense even better. You know, they're a hard hitting group of guys. He's a good player on and off the field. He's gonna fit perfectly into the
Yeah,
Chargers
for sure. I
defense.
love the pick. Number 24,
Yep,
the New Orleans Saints. Cesar Ruiz, center slash guard from Michigan. Fun fact, he's from Camden, New Jersey. If you didn't know that.
he is.
I would give this a A minus.
I give them a B. I know he's like the best interior lineman in the class. I think he would go like, early second round. But they really, I mean,
I had him actually
and they also
number
do.
2 on my draft board for centers. I thought Tyler Biadasz, the guy from Wisconsin, was the better center. But I
Oh,
understand it,
really?
protecting Breeze. I thought there was a chance they could have gone quarterback here, but no, someone else got quarterback later on. All right.
They
So,
also do have a center that they got last year that is actually developing
yeah,
relatively,
that's
pretty
why I
good.
think they're going to
So,
play Ruiz at guard. But
yeah.
we'll have to wait and see. All right, pick 25. The San Francisco
Vikings traded to the
49ers
49ers.
came up, and they got their guy Brandon Ayuk, and I'll give them an A minus.
I give him a B plus. He's a great receiver, but I think he was taken, a little bit too early. But him, Mims, and him and Mims, receiver, but they're both very close in skill. And I think if he wasn't like the injury concerns weren't for Ayuk, he would have been over the
Oh,
Mims.
I think Ayuk would have been the third receiver off, and yeah, you love your guy Mims. I think Ayuk. They seem to love Ayuk. They said from like the get go that was their guy, and I mean they did go and get him. So I mean that's good. All right, pick 26. The Packers traded up from the Dolphins to get someone that they loved and someone I loved, and I'm thrilled. Jordan Love, A freaking plus.
I think that's a little high grade. As much as it hurts me to do, I have to give them a C. We're not going to argue about this now. We're going to get to that later because I got a lot to say about it. I'm sure Kyle does too.
You're just like the '05 fans, Aaron. Just like the '05 fans. All right. We'll talk.
There's a
We'll get to that
reason.
later. Yeah, your reason's not legit. All right, 27th pick, Seattle Seahawks, Jordan Brooks. I'm gonna give them a D
I
minus.
I give them a C minus. I don't think he was a first
Definitely
rounder.
not.
They still have Patrick Queen on the board that they could have gotten.
I
So
see that. I'm not
you
even thinking about
know,
that. They had Isaiah Wilson, Josh Jones. They lost Jermaine and Freddie on the line. Their offensive line is terrible. They got to go out and go get someone to protect Russell Wilson. They should have gone offensive tackle.
yeah, they should have. Also, if they really wanted a linebacker, again, Patrick Queen was there. I just thought they could have gotten Jordan Brooks later in the draft.
Yeah,
They didn't
for
need.
sure.
They didn't need to get him right now. They
All right.
for this one.
All right. Baltimore Ravens, Patrick Queen. I'm gonna give them an A plus. He fell right into their lap.
I give them an A. Yeah, I think he's a great player, very talented, very athletic, but he doesn't have a ton of experience. So that could be something he needs to. So there might be some things he needs to work
Yeah,
on, but in the national championship, he looked really good. So
for sure.
that's a
I
sign of
agree.
anything that he can come up in big games.
hmm Tennessee Titans, Isaiah Wilson, tackle Georgia. I gave them an A minus.
I give them a B. I like Isaiah Wilson, but
Josh
Josh
Jones was
Jones
the better
could.
pick. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's why it's not an A plus. I totally get it. Protect Tannehill, give someone to block for their monster, Derrick Henry. I think it was the right decision. It's just I don't think they chose the right player necessarily.
now the Dolphins that they got from
Yeah,
the
I'm not gonna
Packers,
try to
I
pronounce.
give them C
Yeah,
plus. Yeah,
I
me
give them a
either.
D minus. We're gonna say Noah I because I don't even want to
Yeah,
butcher his last name. Um, there was tons of bet. It's the same thing as Oakland. Better
yeah.
cornerbacks. Like
Yeah, there are better
Trey.
cornerbacks, but I think he does have good slot. He can play good in the slot, so
Yeah,
we'll have to
definitely. I
see.
think he could too. I just think Trayvon Diggs, Kristen Fulton, there was better options there. Now pick
Yeah.
31, the Minnesota Vikings, who got it from the 49ers when the Niners traded up. Jeff Gladney, cornerback, TCU. I'm gonna give them a C plus here. We all knew that they were not gonna get Trayvon Diggs, brother of Stephon Diggs. That would not work out. We all knew that wouldn't
Yeah,
happen. And I just think they should have taken Christian Fulton over him. That's the truth. I thought he was the better cornerback.
I give them a B because I think he could be Jeff Gladley could be a good player, but I think Trayvon Diggs and Jalen Johnson are a little bit better. Also, and Christian Fulton, but I think Jeff Gladney does fit Zimmer's style because
Yeah, he definitely does fit Zimmer style. And pick 32, another surprise, but I'm not going to lie. He was third on my draft board. I love him. It's Mr. Clydes Edwards-Helaire, running back, LSU. I'm going to give them an A minus here.
a B plus. He's going back, and he's gonna be a compliment to DeAndre Swift is a better back.
Yeah, Swift is definitely the better back, but I think Edwards is actually better for this fit if he's going to have time with Williams because he's the perfect counter partner for Williams. I think it was perfect. Um, so yeah, that was the draft, but
Yep.
like Swift didn't go, Higgins didn't go. There were definitely some shockers, but we got 6 minutes,
Yeah. Yeah.
and tell me why you hated Jordan Love going to the Packers.
Okay. As much as it hurt me to say that the Packers, I don't think had a good pick. The Packers need to be in a win now mode. They need more help for Devontae Adams and more help to stop the run. 186 rushing yards before contact in the San Francisco 49ers game. They really needed someone to help stop the run. I think Queen could have helped. Also, Aaron Rodgers 4 years left on his contract. I don't think it's the time to be drafting a quarterback. 2022 or 2023, I think is
That's a
the
big risk.
time to draft one. But there's also freshmen that we don't know. We might like them better than Jordan Love. We gotta wait and see.
And I'm gonna read you the draft
You know,
report one more time. Yeah, I know you've heard it from me, but just remember, they think that Jordan Love passing in the NFL is going to be easier because he's going to have a lot more separation than he had at Utah State. So he thinks they're going to have. And
yeah,
just from
I know.
and Aaron, I want you also to understand, Green Bay. I don't get why we didn't. I like the Patrick Queen one. I would have been fine for them, but Green Bay do not do good at getting first round receivers. We are known for second round receivers: Devontae Adams, Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb, all second round receivers. Which I think tonight
Yeah,
we're
that
gonna
is
get a second round
true.
receiver, which we're known for.
there. This is a very deep receiver class that I think we can get a good pick in, but this is not that deep in
I'm
the inside
hoping Laviska
linebacker.
Shenault
I mean,
or maybe KJ Hamler at Penn State.
yeah, but even if so, Jordan Love, by the time Rodgers is at like his contract's up, Jordan Love's gonna be done with the rookie contract. So, some Packers fans also might say this is like the Favre Rodgers
AKA me.
situation,
That's the one that
but
says it's the Favre Rodgers.
yeah,
But
but I think it's the Packers back then with Favre. They weren't really, Super Bowl contenders. I mean, they were making the playoffs consistently, but I didn't think they were going all the way there. Also, Aaron Rodgers was like a top prospect QB, and Jordan Love, most people had
Jordan Love
fourth QB on their board.
I had Jordan Love actually as the first. You know how much I loved him before the draft and how much I wanted him. I think.
Yeah, I know you love that.
They
but
did. Wait
also,
here. Let me finish.
Okay.
They did the perfect. Out of any quarterback for Jordan Love to mentor and like learn, let's be real. Aaron Rodgers was the perfect choice for him.
Yeah, I mean, I get that and all, but I think Jordan Love could have went second round if the top 10 quarterback, if the top 10 picks didn't need quarterbacks so much.
The Colts would have taken him actually like in the second round or the Steelers, but it comes down to the Packers want to play it safe because I love Rodgers, you love Rodgers. We don't like to think about his times coming up, but the difference between Breeze and Brady that are playing into the 40s, they had one injury. Rodgers had 7. Rodgers' body's going to give up before he wants to give up. And if they played as I told you, it's all a what-if game, a chance game. They didn't know. They don't want to risk, let's say next year, the year before, year after, Rodgers gets hurt and has to retire. They don't want to risk not having someone learn under him.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I think we'll have to wait and see in 4 years what happens.
It's a wait and see. I agree. It's a what if happens. That's
so. So what team had the best first round for you?
I'm gonna give you 3 teams I thought that all did really good. I thought Miami did really good. I thought Arizona because Isaiah Simmons fell in their lap, and I thought Jerry's World, the Dallas Cowboys, also got an A+ because CeeDee Lamb fell perfect, and he's going to be amazing for Dallas.
For me, I think the 49ers did because they got Brandon Ayuk and Javon Kinlaw, which both have really high ceilings that they could reach. So, I mean, there's that. And also the Cardinals had a good draft because Isaiah Simmons fell into them, which I also think is the biggest steal.
Oh.
What do you think is the biggest steal?
Oh, I'm actually going to say Isaiah Simmons is a good one. But I'm going to I think Jordan Love is the biggest steal. I think when it's all said and done, because he's, out of all the quarterbacks that went in the first round, he's got the best mentor. Joe Burrow and Tua don't really have, Burrow's got Andy Dalton as a mentor, and Burrow's got Andy Dalton as a mentor, and Tua's got Fitzpatrick, and then Herbert's got Tyrod Taylor. I think Love exactly needed to go on the Patrick Mahomes plan, and that's what's going to happen. And I think he will end up being the biggest steal. That also could be biased, but that's what I think will happen.
See, for Aaron Rodgers, I think getting Jordan Love is going to light a fire underneath him, and I think he's going to have one of his best seasons yet. And I'm going to say a bold move here. He might win MVP this year.
Oh, that's very bold. You think they're going to light a fire under Rodgers because of this?
Yeah, he's gonna be playing with a chip on his shoulder, and he plays his best when he has a chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, definitely. But anyways, Aaron, I can't wait to see tonight's draft. Can't wait to see tomorrow. I'm excited to see what
it's gonna be
every
great.
team does. I'm excited to see where T. Higgins goes. But anyways, I'm Kyle.
I'm Aaron.
This was the Jersey Sports Guys. Make sure you check us out. Hopefully every Thursday around 6, 7 o'clock, we should have a video out for you guys. And yeah, stay tuned. Everyone stay safe.
All right. See ya.